Hello, and welcome to the YMCA San Francisco's Classroom for All. My name is Justin, and today we're going to be learning about probability through playing the game 21. So please feel free to follow along with me, or you can just watch and try this on your own later. So let's go ahead and get started. To begin, a little bit about my version of 21. We're only going to play with 10 cards. So these 10 cards on the board are the only ones we're going to play with. The goal of the game is the winner is the person who gets closest to 21 or gets exactly 21 without going over. So everyone is given 2 cards. They can look at their 2 cards. If they want another one, they can get another one. But if that extra card puts them over 21, then you automatically lose. The person with the number amount closest to 21 is going to win. I know that was a lot, but hopefully it will make sense once we start playing. To begin, these are all the different card values. So 2 through 9 is going to be worth the amount that's on the card. 10 through king is going to equal to 10. And ace is going to equal either 1 or 11. Since my version is modified and we're only playing with these 10 cards, it's a little bit easier to calculate who's going to win. And we can actually do that through probability. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have a shuffled deck. I don't know what cards are in here. But I'm going to go ahead and deal 2 hands. So we're going to have a top and a bottom, and they're going to be separate players. Let's give them colors. So we'll have green, and we'll have blue. So those would be our 2 separate teams. And let's go ahead and deal some cards. So the first card is 3 and 8. So they have a total of 11. Ace. So that's either 1 or 11. And 4. So they either have 15 or they have 5. So since these cards are on the board and we only have these cards in total, what I'm going to do is actually take these ones off the board because we know that we can't draw these cards because they're already out on the board. So what's left in my deck of cards are these cards right here. So this hand has 11. So 11 is actually a really good number because any card that we draw isn't big enough to put us over 21. So we know that we definitely want a card because no matter what we get, we can't lose. It's only going to make our odds of winning better. Same with this one. So ace equals 5 or 15 because ace can either equal 1 or 11 depending on how you feel. So no matter what card we draw, we can't lose. So I think that both hands should draw a card. So green pulled 21. So green could win unless our bottom here draws a, they need a 6 if they had 15, or they need a combination of plenty other cards. So since we can't lose if we draw, I'm going to go ahead and draw. Ooh, it is a queen. So we're at 15. So I would tell you personally that you should definitely take another card even if you have a chance of losing. But let's see if we could calculate what their odds are of not losing on this draw. So right now they have 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 10 is 15. So in order to get 21 or less, we need to either draw a 6, a 5, or a 2. So that's 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So their chances are 3 out of 7 of drawing a card that will allow them to win or not lose. So those odds aren't very good. If green didn't have 21, I definitely wouldn't draw. But I am very positive in saying that this next card is going to put us over 21 and blue is going to lose. And what do you know? It is a jack. We had a 4 in 7 chance that we would have got a card that put us over. And now we have 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 10 is 15, plus another 10 is 25. So green wins because blue went over. So yeah, that's how you play 21, and that's how you calculate your odds. Let's do it one more time. I think we can get a better hand and have a closer game. I wasn't expecting to draw a 21 on my first go of doing this. So let's reset up the board. King and the queen. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to take these off and reshuffle my cards, and let's play again. So normal 21 is definitely all about luck. It's very hard to count cards, especially if you're using more than one deck. But when we use 10 cards, it makes it a lot easier to calculate what moves are going to be best. So it turns this game of luck into a game of skill. So let's try this again. I'm going to go ahead and deal a hand. Ooh, queen is a strong start. Ooh, a jack also. Okay, so green starts out with 15 and blue starts out with 21. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle in this ace because I want to see if we can play in a game that isn't so lopsided. Okay, 7, perfect. Okay, so green has 15, blue has 17. Let's go ahead and remove these cards because we know that we can't draw the jack, the queen, the 5, or the 7. So queen has 15. What cards are going to put us over? Do we want to draw another card? I think we should because blue has 17 already, but there is a chance that blue draws a card and goes over. So let's calculate our chance of pulling a card that will put us at 21 or below, so keep us in the game. So 15, we can go 6, 4, 3, or 2, and that's out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have a 4/9 chance. Oh, sorry, we could also draw an ace. An ace will not put us over. So that actually makes our odds better. We have a 5/9 chance. So we have a better than 50% chance that if we draw a card, it will not put us over. Let's think about that. So let's not draw a card. I want to calculate to see what's Jack's chance of pulling a card that'll put them over. So that means that we don't draw and we let them draw. So Jack has 17. The only cards that they can draw that won't put them over is 4, 3, 2, and ace. So they have a 4/9 chance. If we choose to draw, we have a 5/9 chance of pulling a card that won't make us lose. But if we choose not to draw another card, then blue only has a 4/9 chance of pulling a card that won't make them lose. So I think the best bet for green is to not pull a card because blue has a worse chance at pulling a card that they need. So I say that we choose not to pull a card for green and we let blue pull a card. And of course, it is a king, so the king would have made green go over to 25, and blue is over now at 27. So green wins, and they won through using probability. So yeah, that was 21 with 11 cards, or 10 cards face up. So that's the only way that you can play 21, where you can use math to figure out who's going to win. So it changes a game of luck into a game of skill. So I think that's pretty interesting. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say today. I highly suggest you go play this game with your friends and your family and show them your cool math skills. So thank you so much for watching today. We learned about 21. If you want to see more videos, please join us at YMCASF.org/classroomsforall. We have a ton of videos there, and please go check them out. Thank you.
Did you know that YMCA of San Francisco never closed? When shelter in place happened, we could no longer provide in-person programming. We quickly shifted to provide youth and family programming virtually. As early as April, we started providing on-demand activities in our YMCA of San Francisco YouTube channel.
For this video, we're going to be making a geodesic dome.
Today, we're going to be making a hovercraft. The science around this activity is really awesome.
In addition, we have a regular schedule of activities for our youth and families to join live. We feature read-alouds, yoga, family Zumba, arts and crafts, drawing clubs, and more. So don't miss out on our virtual youth and family offerings. Visit www.ymcasf.org for more info and class schedules.